Hi there, thank you for joining me and welcome to Rise and Shine. We're going to be mobilizing various places in our body, so influencing our joints but also our soft tissues, helping us to feel ready for the day, or if we've already started it, feeling good for the remainder of that too. So let's begin by just feeling really grounded in our feet. So bare feet or socks works great, but if you're in shoes, that's fine as well, just not stilettos. And then we're going to get grounded up into our breath. So wrap your hands around yourself, relax those shoulders away from your ears. And if you're comfortable, just close your eyes so that you can absolutely, totally tune in to your breath. Breathing in and out through our nose if that's comfortable. Almost so light that we can barely feel our nostril hairs moving. Feeling low, so that we're breathing into the low portion of our rib cage and our lungs, and nice and slow. So everything is feeling calm, relaxed. When you're ready, keeping your breath in mind, we're just going to challenge that a little bit, coming out of our comfort zone slightly as we draw our weight forwards into our toes and then back into our heels. When you do that, the muscles at the front and the back of the body increase their volume to help prevent you from faltering forwards or indeed teetering backwards. Notice how safe and secure and in control you are of your body. And then balance out between those two positions and imagine that you're stood on two tripods underfoot, under the big toe, the little toe, and the center of the heel bone. Really balanced. Soften in your knees and bring your hands to your pelvis for your pelvic tilt. So stick your bottom out and feel your lower back arch, and then tuck your bottom under and feel that lower curve change. So we're moving in our lower back, our pelvis and our hips in a really gentle but effective way, mobilizing our joints, effectively giving them a squirt of that human version of WD-40. And putting our spine into good alignment for the day. So let's balance our midway point and that gentle engagement in tummy, and a little feeling of drawing up through the top of the head, feeling very tall, growing, and still breathing. Now let's begin with some shoulder rolls. So when you're breathing in, take your shoulders up and back, and when you're breathing out, taking them down and round. As you do that, notice that you can move the shoulders separately to the head and neck, so you're not feeling the chin coming up as you do it. Just letting go of anything that you were feeling yesterday, any tension that you've been holding on to, just let it go. And then let those shoulders relax away from your ears, feel long in your neck, and imagine your chin is on a little shelf. Keep it on that shelf as you breathe out and gaze one way. And as you breathe in, come back to the center. Try not to turn in your shoulders or at your waist. And it's quite normal for us to feel a little bit restricted, perhaps a bit stiff or tight if this is the first time we're doing it for the day, or indeed if we haven't done it for a little while. But again, we're just mobilizing our head and neck joints, and that will help us to feel better in our arms. Now let's find our mid position, looking forwards. So stay ahead at me as you tilt your ear to your shoulder and then come back up. Now it can be tempting to bend at the waist, but we're not doing that. That comes next. We're just taking in a different point of view, looking at things from a different perspective. That can all feel really good and different. And let's have another one of those. Nothing should be making anything feel worse as we go. Now let's bend at the waist, so take your hand down towards your knee and then back up. When you're breathing out, reaching out to the side, and as you're breathing in, returning up. We begin to stretch our seams, feeling that lovely dance-like quality to our movement, because like our breath is continuous, so is our movement. And if you would like, then let the arm reach up and over if that's comfortable for you. And that just takes that stretch a little bit further up along your side through towards your shoulder. And let's have that one more time. And then moving a little bit further into our upper back, take your arms to just below shoulder level, palms facing one another. Notice your breath, and for bow and arrow, as you breathe out, pull back on one arm, and as you breathe in, look ahead. So you're looking behind, but then you're looking forwards. If you would like, take the whole of your body with you so you can feel movement right the way through to your feet. But if you would like to focus this more into your upper back, then imagine that you have headlamps on the front of the pelvis that continue to shine ahead. Let's have one more of those. Then let's get going a little bit more with our hips and with our knees and ankles. So keeping a nice lengthened spine and our chin nod. As you breathe out, bend into your knees, look down to your feet. And as you breathe in, come up. So this is our ski squat. You're keeping that lengthened spine, you're hinging at your hips, so you're protecting and serving your back really nicely, using just enough work in our tummy to keep our spine nice and still. And then if you wish, take your arms forwards and up as you sink your body, but come right the way back up into that lovely upright stance. So you can deflate, but then you're inflating. And let's just try that one more time. And then come back up. Now a little more mobilization as we roll our shoulders into upper back release. Clasp and turn your hands and deep dive forwards with that straight spine. Then out and up, aim high, lean back, and then stack the head and ribs and pelvis and open your arms out like petals on a flower. So you're rolling, clasping, and then reaching away. So we're not curling our back, we're keeping it lengthened. We're growing high and up tall, reaching round. And let's have that one more time. It's like a really fancy yawn. And then some arm circles. So with your palms forwards facing in your peripheral gaze, when you breathe in, take those arms out and up. And when you breathe out, bring them down. I'd like you to really visualize those wings on your back. So your shoulder blades move upwards as your arms move out and up. And imagining that you're just surrounding yourself in light and energy. Let's take that one more time. And then finishing up with a little walking. So let's rise to the ball of the feet and then lower one heel so the other knee bends. So you're rising and then lowering one heel and the other knee bends. Feel to grow as you sink into your heel. And then let the arm opposite to the bending knee come forwards as you go. Now that can take a moment coordination-wise. If you're still feeling sleepy, particularly. But let's now let the shoulder join in. So keep the arm low, but really reach it forwards to me. And that creates that natural rotation in your torso, which helps to give the propulsion in your moving. That real spring in your step. So now you're ready to go forth and conquer the day, folks. Thank you for joining me.